G'day legends, and when life gives you something like this, you've got to make a video on it. You have to. Look, I'm just a man. What do you expect from me? If Conor McGregor is going to be doing lines at 8 a.m. and getting into it with the Paul brothers, we're going to sit here and we're going to laugh about it, alright? It was during President Trump's inauguration day. It was a great show. Great show from Conor McGregor, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and Theo Von. They were all shoved onto a tour bus together to attend, yeah? Like, why that particular group of people was roped in and put together on a tour bus, I don't know. I can't imagine why that happened, but he did let it slip during just these amazing powder-filled ramblings that he might be having a fight date when his next fight date is. So that's a little bit MMA related, I guess. Enough for me to make this video anyway on a Friday. So we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna break it down, and we're just gonna laugh at the entire situation. It's the end of the week, boys. We've had some good content this week. Let's just enjoy this one. Now I know that what I just said to you, yeah, it sounds like the bad setup of a dad joke, right? Like Conor McGregor, the Paul brothers, and Theo Von walk onto a bus. Isn't that just madness, right? Like, those two are in the bus. They're trying to sell everybody on the bus energy drinks and crypto. Yeah, the insane Irishman at the back. He's there. He's doing shots of whiskey, lines of booger sugar. And you got Theo Von at the front talking the goddamn bus driver's ear off, saying, hey, can we set fire to these here chairs here? No one's sitting in them. I want to roast up some squirrels for everybody. All while being on the way to go and watch down the president, close down the border, tell the world to just piss off, we're full, we don't want you here no more. What a time to be alive, my brothers. What a time to be alive. Let us watch it together and go through some of the highlights, because there really are some of the highlights. And so it starts off with Conor McGregor and the Paul brothers going at each other before they even get onto the bus. Now, when I say going at each other, it's not a confrontation. It's Conor McGregor being upset with the Paul brothers because his little boxing fight didn't work out. Let's watch it first, and then we'll talk about it.
It's all sweet here, it's all sweet here, yeah. You kept your mouth shut, you did. I thought we were going to get the fight down, and you get very quiet.
What did you think the best course of action was for that?
You were giving all this Dana, that, you're f***ing control with the WWE as well, but I don't be giving all this mega snip.
I didn't hear the last 5 seconds.
That was in the air for us, brother. Yes, bring it home for me.
It's 8 a.m., how?
You can tell he's got a zen. He put a zen in his brain.
So there you go. That's Conor McGregor going straight up to the Paul brothers, giving them a hard time because they couldn't even get into talks over the boxing match that was meant to happen with the Indian bloke. They said they wanted to talk to Dana first and Dana only. This is that fight that was rumored to happen for $250 million each. Conor is clearly very upset about that because he was trying to go around the UFC, it looks like. He looks like he was trying to settle it with the two boys. And he's complaining to them that they're controlled by the WWE. And that's why the talks didn't get very far. And Logan is like, what did you expect me to do, man? What am I meant to do without talking to your boss? Now, we know this from Jake Paul, yeah? Jake Paul let it slip that Conor's team were harassing the Paul brothers about this Indian guy wanting to put on this huge show in India between Conor McGregor and one of the Paul brothers. They were harassing the Paul brothers management company to try and get something off the ground. But they clapped back at Conor McGregor and said very publicly, and I think this is what upset Conor McGregor because it was done publicly, that they're not even going to get into talks unless Dana White brings it to them. Now, why is that? Because Dana White is the face of the UFC, and the UFC is the one that signs off on anything that Conor McGregor can do. So, as weird as it is to say, the Paul brothers are actually quite successful in doing what they're doing. Scamming their fans, putting on fake boxing fights, fighting in the WWE once every 2 years. But everything that the Paul brothers are doing is going perfectly to plan. They're selling their little bottles of juice to the kids, and they're having a great time doing it. They are off and running to the races. Why would they want to waste their time talking to this coked out Irish guy about a fight that might or might not happen if they haven't heard anything from his boss, which is Dana White? It kind of makes sense when Logan Paul looks at Conor and just goes, what did you want me to do, you nutter? That is what I believe is going on in that little clip there, and then of course it descends into madness because the Paul brothers, they speak English. They speak English. They don't speak snow globe Irish, yeah? They ask Mr. McGregor to clarify what he is pertaining to. But luckily, Theo Von has been on a couple of nostril parties himself, and he is able to step in and assist there, right? So now we're getting onto the bus. This is the next scene of what is going on here. We're getting onto the bus, and they get a little bit closer to each other, and there's a little bit more rambling, a little bit more nonsense with the Paul brothers. So let's check this one out.
This is the real deal, yeah? In front of you, you know? that. You know that, bro. So we'll look here, we'll do it. He wouldn't do what? 190, 195 or something? I'd do a 90. He was sick. He was sick over it, yeah. He was sick.
Look at his face. Look at his face in that clip. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, lad. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. Talk like the redness, the alcohol, the drugs, the partying, the aging. It's mad, mate. Me and Conor McGregor are the same age, and I have legit spent the majority of this week demolishing an old house. I am exhausted and have been breathing in dust for the week. And I've got to say, I'm feeling looking more youthful than old Conor McGregor here. It was essentially just unemployed and rich and is able to build whatever lifestyle he wants. And look at the state of him. Anyway, and then this bloke goes and redirects Conor McGregor because we don't know this, but this guy is actually allegedly employed to push him in the direction of unsuspecting women. Yeah, this guy is actually like, imagine like a hunter. Yeah, this guy is like Conor McGregor's beagle. It's his spotter. And there's this woman in blue over here in the corner of the bus, and she seems very untouched at the moment. And as we know, right, Conor McGregor, when he sees an undisheveled woman, right, whether it's a bus, whether it's a boat, whether it's a plane, or whether it's a game, if he sees a woman on her own, it's time to get in there, yeah? Shama or no shama. So, off the little leprechaun prances to go off on a little side quest with his next victim. And somehow they all end up on the back of the bus. Maybe that woman heard the leprechaun approaching and then ran off somewhere safe, yeah? And a smart person redirected Conor McGregor, and he pranced down to the back of the bus and sat with the Paul brothers again. And now we will listen to this as Logan Paul absolutely roasts him.
Listen, here's the deal. I'm going to slap the head off the two of yous and KSI. No! Yous are mixers to me. You understand that? Side jobs. A little side job.
No,
yeah?
you can't even do your main job. How you going to do a side job?
That's what I'm afraid of November.
Simmer down, boys. Yeah.
You can't even do your main job. That was a nasty line by him. That was a nasty line, and wasn't even the nastiest line being on the bus that morning either. Now, Conor tells him not to worry about it, right? All that will be sorted out in November, and here is where the tangent of MMA that connects it to this channel gets brought in. November is right when Dana says Conor is planning to come back, or Dana has Conor planned to come back towards the end of 2025. So we now have confirmation from Dana White that Conor McGregor will be back towards the end of the year, and now we have confirmation from Conor McGregor that he will be back towards the end of the year. You can start to put these two pieces of the puzzle together if you believe that Conor McGregor is ever coming back. However, personally, I think that is some bullshit Dana White is feeding to Conor McGregor to keep him busy. Listen, boys, maybe I do need to remind us, yeah? This will now be the third year in a row that the MMA community has been told that Conor McGregor will be fighting towards the end of the year. There was the end of TUF, then there was the end of last year. We're now in 2025, and it's now Conor McGregor will be ready to go at the end of this year in 2025. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. I think the UFC are just quite happy giving Conor McGregor fake dates and then saying some things had to get moved around, or just allowing the lifestyle choices of Conor McGregor to play out and allow himself to push himself back. Because clearly, it's 8 a.m. in the morning, we're off to see the president, and Conor McGregor is high as a fucking kite. So there we go. That's it. Let me know. What do you think about that down in the comments? Do you think Conor's going to be fighting in November? Simple yes or no in the comments. Let me know. If this is your first time here, g'day. My name is Dougie. I try and make an MMA video every single day of the week, Monday through Friday, and I try and go live about 3 times a week. Be going live this afternoon. If you want to know when, hit that notification bell down there. What do I say next? Yeah, if you're already on board with the channel, thank you so much. You're a bloody legend. Really appreciate you. And if you're one of the paying members of the channel, especially thanks to you, your names are on the next slide, recently updated. And until then, I will see you all in the next video, boys.